I've been thinking about something lately. I wonder how much of our frustration comes from expecting this world to give us something it was never meant to give us: peace, security, and lasting satisfaction. A feeling that we've finally arrived here to our life. And if I'm honest, I've spent a lot of my life believing that if I could just accomplish enough, if I could just earn enough, build enough, and eventually I'd be settled. Like there was some finish line that where magically everything would finally make sense in my life. But every time I've reached one goal, another goal appeared. Every time I thought, once I get there, there was another there. And I don't think I'm alone in that. I think all of us have experienced that feeling. We chase the next opportunity, the next purchase, the next promotion, the next big accomplishment here in our lives, the next season, and thinking maybe this will one day just finally satisfy us. But it never completely does. Not because those things are bad, they're gifts. Family is a gift, work, it's a gift, and your life creating is a gift. Rest itself, being able to take a break from whatever is going on here in the world and just rest, is a gift. Friendship is a gift. The beauty of creation is a gift. God has filled this world with good things. The problem isn't enjoying the gifts. The problem is expecting those gifts to be the only thing, like the gifts to do what only a giver can do. I've been realizing that there's a difference between appreciating something and anchoring your heart into it, because everything here is temporary. Seasons change, people grow older, children grow up, careers change, money comes and goes. Homes don't last forever. Obviously, you got to refix and build your home and renovate it. Every strongest body eventually grows weak. Arnold Schwarzenegger is getting old now. None of us likes to think about that. But pretending something is permanent doesn't make it so. Scripture says, do not love the world or the things in the world. And for a long time, I misunderstood that. I thought it meant that God didn't want us to enjoy life. But I don't think that's what he's actually saying. I think he's reminding us not to place our deepest love and hope in something that's passing away. Because this world is beautiful, but it's also broken. And it's full of joy, but it's also full of loss. It's full of celebrations, but it's also full of goodbyes. If we didn't expect this life to carry the weight of eternity, it'll eventually disappoint of us. Not because God has failed us, but because this world never was meant to be home for us. And I think that's why, no matter how much we accomplish, there's still this quiet longing that's deep inside of us, this feeling that something is missing, that maybe we're made for more, maybe that longing isn't a flaw, maybe it's a reminder, maybe a reminder that our hearts were created for something eternal. And honestly, that changes the way that I want to live. It makes me want to hold on to the things and open hands instead of holding things with closed fists. You know how we clench everything in life, and to enjoy God's blessings without making them my identity, to be grateful without becoming attached to them, to work hard without believing my worth comes from what I produce, to love people deeply while remembering that every moment with them is a gift. And maybe that's what wisdom actually looks like. Maybe it's not rejecting this world, not escaping it, but living in it without letting it become the center of our hearts. Because one day, everything that we see is going to pass away: the houses, the careers, the titles, your possessions, everything that we spend so much time worrying about every single day and today. But the things that God is doing in us, our faith, our love, our obedience, those are the things that actually last. The older I get, the more I realize I don't want to build my life around things that can't stay. I want to invest in what lasts and what's going to be here for all eternity. And I want to be the kind of man that loves God more than just comfort, who values people more than possessions, who measures success by faithfulness instead of applause. Because if this world isn't my home, then I don't have to cling so tightly to it, and neither did you. I can enjoy it. We can be grateful for it. I can steward what God has entrusted in me, because I don't have to expect it to satisfy the deepest places of my soul. Only God can do that. And honestly, I think that remembering that changes everything, because this world is a beautiful place, but it was never meant to be home. And until next time, I appreciate y'all just for being here. Peace.